Hello guys, everybody on my channel. Today I have a great host, my mentor, Sol.
I'm very excited to be on now. It's a pleasure to be featured on your
So,
channel. I'm looking forward to getting rinsed.
It will be just a session, me with Sol, when I will be analyze his channel and show him everything that I almost knowing about YouTube, some tips, secrets, things that I learned for past 10 years, gain more than 4 billions in a long form content and gain like more than 30 million subscribers just by myself and from a lot of my other clients. So Sol is also my mentor. Make him my mentor because he just a guy who was just 1 year ago working on 9-to-5 work. What was your job?
Corporate 9-to-5 consulting. Don't, please, anyone watching, never go into that life.
Yeah, and then he changed his job to online business high ticket coaching and gain more than 100,000 in months in sales every month. Yeah,
Correct. $500,000 in the first year, and we keep going.
I think like the next year for Sol will be like more than a couple $1,000,000 or even maybe $10 million. Yeah, that's your goal.
For sure. Well, the goal for sure, and I know after this session it's going to be setting me in the right place with my YouTube.
Okay, great. I like. So let's start. We start from the beginning, from like a little bit understanding how YouTube works, and I create a little simple things that I want to show to you. So first, that we need to understand like the first thing that's from what everything started was a Google. Like Google create the search panel. Everybody knows the search panels look like that. But then some guys create YouTube and Google buy the YouTube. And after that, the first things how YouTube looks, it was not like right now, the homepage and everything. It was just again almost copy of Google, the search bar, everything was like that. And we need for understanding what we need to do on YouTube. What do you think what YouTube want from us? I think like it's only two options. You can try to guess if you want.
It usually wants from us as people who are creating to keep people on the platform for as long as possible.
Yeah, this is the first one. Watch time to keep people as long as possible on the platform. Yeah, of course.
Click on the ads of the people who decide to advertise on YouTube. I don't know, that's my second guess.
Yes, yeah. It's kind of like that. I'm just stated money. YouTube just won't earn money, and that's it. So basically, this is the two options, and we need to understand that if we do these both options, we gave YouTube a lot of money, and we keep people on as long as possible on the platform. We will recommend you on the space and rocket on the top. So that's why I will be bringing to this point back later about money, because I know some very great tips. That's why I'm said before to you on your channel, you need to turn on monetization, because if you can bring money on YouTube, they will be every time choose your competitors who bring them money, not you. So then we goes to YouTube and see like this search bar. So what I'm thinking about, I think like that if you have a new channel, when you need to make core add-ons, when you need to go to recommendation first, usually when you just create a new channel and you stuck 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 views jail, that's because YouTube don't understand for which audience they need to push you. He trying to understand you, and I saw you also sometimes change your type of format from business to sometimes why I'm living in UK. It's a different type of audience. And then what I'm thinking about, that's because we look at you right now, it was a Google, and a Google is only we call that SEO optimization, when you can just search in sites. If you don't know, like 10 years ago it was a lot of guys who sell and survive about put your website on top of the search panel. Yeah, and this is the same on YouTube, and that's why I'm thinking like for the newest channel, the search traffic the most relevant, the most important, because you will be take real core add-ons that really warm, that they really put in a search their request, and then they found your video watching, and then they start to be your followers, and only after that YouTube easily start to understand where you need to recommend. So when you focusing a lot on the recommendation, you can be stuck a lot of time in just this jail. That's why I'm thinking like the first thing that we need to do is just focus on search traffic. So and here this is the best one for starting a core audience, and for that I think like we have two options that can really help us. This vidIQ Vision for YouTube is a great extension for Chrome web browser, and you can add on your Chrome web browser, and you will be seeing almost every tag from your competitors, and you can steal this text to your videos. And usually that's also what I'm right now, a lot of YouTube coaches, YouTube influencers, they said like, oh, right now you don't need to do text at all, because YouTube can transcribe your videos and understand perfectly, but it's not working for just new channel. When we're talking about new channel, it's really don't work like that. You need to try to get as more information as possible for YouTube to understanding where you need to recommend. And that's why I use this video key for almost everything. And I'm also recommend to use a Google Trends. If you know it, you can just go to Google Trends and put some requests and see what the similar request is and how they popular on YouTube exactly. And you can also search for just United States, England, and analyze that, and then you can understand which kind of topic or videos you need to do to all of these texts and all traffic from all of these requests comes to your video. One of the best option how we can start to build the audience. Then we need to start the second part. This is how YouTube looks right now and what you see here.
A lot of people's faces.
Yeah, but like the main thing that what we see on YouTube, it's just title and thumbnails, yeah? So that's what I'm talking about. The 90% of all views just comes from this page. And what I see from almost every my client and every human who start doing a YouTube, they focus not on that. They start focusing on spend 95% of their time to create best quality videos, and usually only 5% on thumbnail and title. And basically, I think like it was the same like you. How much time you spent on creating your videos?
So much time. And no time at all on the thumbnails and titles.
Yeah, that's usually what people do all the time. But in real life, 90% of all views come from the homepage. So that's what everybody see when they come on YouTube. So what the reason for you to, this is a common trap, like you put all your energy, idea, script, filming, editing, and then what about title and thumbnail? You just go in and do it last minute. So just think about most people at least amount of effort thinks that actually brings the biggest result. Why you spend all the time on the things that nobody will see it until they open the title and thumbnail. This is the most common mistake for everybody. And that's why I'm thinking like maybe 80% of all success coming about your videos from title and thumbnail. If we change our perspective, that's how you need thinking about your videos. First things that you need to do, you need to not start in creative videos, not thinking about how I will be filming, which script I will be doing. You just need to start to imagine what it will be in the end, title and thumbnail. What the title and thumbnail will be, everybody like it, click it, and for that you can also use a VidIQ to analyze other competitors. So just go on YouTube and start putting some requests, then show some channels. If we come, for example, on every channels with VidIQ, you can see this is a very great tips. When on some of the videos you see like it's 12x, 5x, 8x. This is things that VidIQ show you how much times it get more views than average on this channel. It means I don't need to like look every videos, analyze, and just look, oh, here is a great one, so this means this is a great title, this is also great, this is also great, this is also great, and I can easily put them in my idea top list, and then from that bring some ideas and put on a channel. That's what I'm usually do when I'm trying to analyze competitors. But usually you need to add some kind of your own creative twist to be a little bit unique from others, because people don't like just to use it copy content, but you can copy and just add a little perspective from your thoughts. Then is very great funny situation. You don't know this channel where it is?
Yeah.
You know this?
I think I've seen them. Hey, are they a science channel?
It's a science channel, 70 million subscribers, and when he started doing videos like a strange application of the Magnus effect, and he publishes videos. These videos maybe gain a couple 100,000 views, but not so much. And then somebody just re-upload his videos with basketball drop from them, and these videos gain, I think, like 10 or 15 million views just because somebody changed the thumbnail with a great title. And then he created videos when he shows all of that and say like how I was stupid to thinking that everybody will be like that, and somebody just re-upload and get so much views. This is a great example, and what we are going to do for your channel first, I will be telling you such a crazy story from my life. When I was creating a lot of content back some years in Ukraine, I met one guy who came to our office and said like, oh, I'm doing this kind of service for people. I gave them a service, so I said them I will be gain on their channels more 10 million views, and for that I'm asking $10,000. And people usually just say, of course we want to gain more 10 million views on their channel. Then he said like, okay, deal, just give me a role from your channel that I can come inside and see what you get. Then he disappeared from maybe for 1 month. After 1 month he came back and said, done, They're asking what does it mean done. You can go on your channel and see, and they go on the channel and see like he gained more 10 million views. They said, what does it mean? We're not even started. We're not creating any new videos. We don't do any calls and session about some knowledge, I don't know, coaching, education. And he said, but anyway, you had more 10 million views. And they said, how you do that? Oh, I just go to your back videos, find the videos with the great retention and just change some thumbnail and title. And YouTube start testing again the old videos that you have a great retention and put them viral, because he know how to create a viral thumbnail and title. He just gained for everybody, almost his clients, 10 million views more. And then he asking for $10,000 and people was shocked, but they need to pay because that was a deal. And that's what that's what I'm usually do with the channels, that because you already create a lot of videos on this channel, 171, it's a lot of. So I come on some your videos and trying to see, for example, this one, I come to that videos and see this is 66 minutes long, yeah, and we go engagement and we saw like this is a 30% average percentage of views, yeah. So if you see on the retention graph, it's a great one, it's more than usual. But when we comes to a reach, we see a 4,000 impressions in only 3% of clicks of CTR. It's very bad. That's why you have on these videos only 155 views. It can be a couple thousands of views if you just change the thumbnail and titles. But if it comes to some just random others videos, open for example this one, what I see here, it's 20% less, but almost the same amount of minutes in average view duration, yeah. And the retention goes bad, but it's also not so bad video on your channel. Some of the videos is very bad, like with retention, and they show like maybe a 10% or 15% of retention. You see like it's or less than 20%, and usually it's a big drop in the beginning. So you need to focus and analyze retention first, because how I'm usually thinking about that, if we're talking about if you want to go in a recommendation, you need to focus on thumbnail and title, but depends how better will be your retention. It means how long you will be stay in this recommendation. You can easily come to a recommendation with a great thumbnail and title, but if retention will be bad, you will be cutting from all the views on the next day.
Makes a lot of sense. So the first focus is thumbnail title, and then you've almost passed the first test, and then after that you actually have to make a good video.
I think like the first thing that you need to do to start trying mastering thumbnail and title and start to put less effort on making quality videos, because you put a lot of effort on the quality, on editing, on scripting, which topics. I think like you can just start trying to do a speaking video that will take you to record maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I think like for our niche, like business coaching niche, I think like the best duration for the video is from 15 to 25 minutes. And then you just create a speaking videos. I'm also later talk about how you need to script your videos to make rotation better. But right now I need to focus only on thumbnail and title. I will show you a real example of some of my clients, very funny example. Maybe for 5 years he started this channel when he started do some vlogs, entertainment stuff, but then he started learning and teaching stock market trading. And what we will see here, worst example of bad thumbnails and title here. It's just a black frame with some text and everything. Then I start to say him, you can do everyday news, because it will be a perfect type of format for you, that you can bring something new every day and you can master a thumbnail and title. That's also what you need to understand first. And that's, if you see, that's what he started doing. Here is not also very great thumbnail and title, maybe 5 of them. And if I open his videos, you need to see how bad he was.
Всем привет! Это новый формат недельного обзора.
So you see all of that, it's very, very bad. Then we start to apply, creating a better quality video, but also I come to his home and almost set up everything for him and say like, okay, you don't need all of that around you. You need to just clear camera and you speaking.
Ждет довольно-таки интересный.
So it starts to look better from the beginning. And then if we look on this thumbnail and title, it's much better because this thumbnail have a golden rule. Golden rule of all thumbnails is just 3 composition objects. You, some text, and some objects you need to focus also. It can be a car, or in this example we just put in a big screenshot of Michael Saylor tweet by now. He just started copying a lot of videos, and every time he little improve his thumbnail. And maybe after 1 month, he find out a very crazy way I will be sharing for everybody. So I think like a month ago, you know, the AI called Gemini is from Google, like ChatGPT, Cloud, Grok, and Gemini. It's just from Google, and they released their new image generation AI called Nana Banana Pro. It's very great. I think like it's the best one right now with changing your picture ultra reality way to something else. For example, if you're looking on this thumbnail, you see he had this crown.
Yeah, the crown. Yeah.
He performed me how he do his thumbnails right now, and basically he just took the picture. If you look in the camera on me, just look at me. He just took pictures like so when he just sitting in front of the camera and look at the camera, and that's it. Then he type a prompt like create me with some emotion like that, and then with the crown, and Nana Brown changed him for that. And also his Jedi costume. He don't have this Jedi costume with a Jedi sword. It's just a Nana Brown Pro create that. But also what very bad, because his channel was 5 years of making, different rubbish was on a channel. I said to him like, oh, you're great, you already create a lot of videos for this 1 month, but I think like our jail right now because the channel had a lot of rubbish and it's too hard to clean all of the rubbish from the channel. That's why I said to him we need just to go on the new channel. On this previous channel we goes from 500 views, 300 views to 1k, 1.3. 1.3 you see it's almost a record on this channel. But then we just go on another channel because he already a little bit improved thumbnails and scripts. So first videos come with the 500 views, the second was 1.5. So he on the second video he break his old records. The third one, if you see, was like 4,000 views. Very fast, just 3 videos. It was also videos every day. So it was the first day, second day, third day, he already have a 4,000 views. This is all views with his core audience who want information about news about crypto and stock market and everything. No bullshit audience, like just exactly core audience. Then he start apply and testing a lot of different thumbnails, and I like it so much. If you see it here, he has his head, here is his zombie, here is his water, and all of that just created by this AI. So he doesn't do anything. He don't need any costumes, clothes, all of that. He just type a prompt and you have this crazy realistic thumbnail. And if you see it, some videos starts to gain like 7,000 views. He start to average to take like 1.5, 2, and after 1 month, right now he has almost on all videos 3, 2, 3, 2, 2. Like it starts to be a little bit growing all the time for a couple hundred views. And I think like maybe a couple months and he will have an average 5 or 10,000 views on everyday videos about news on crypto. If you look on his thumbnails, it's every time better and better. That's what I want from you. I think you need to find first a type of format that you can do almost every day. Maybe 1 video in a day or maybe 1 video in a 2 day. Then you need to, I think like it can be just speaking videos, but on your topic about business coaching. You can talk about sales, how you start, everything. Then you need to master it, thumbnail and titles. It's the main goal right now. The second part, the retention. Usually we see, oh, this is bad drop in the beginning, because the main things what you need to beginning, it's only one thing. I call that you need to explain people why they need to watch these videos, why somebody need to spend 10 minutes on your videos. So in this case, you need to get straight to the point without any my name is, hello everybody, and that. Today you will get this one because I know this one, it's better for you, like just straight point. What they will get after that 10 minutes. Awesome. Second part, what I'm liking to do is build the trust. You start to build your trust by saying like, who are you and what you already achieve, or what's with what you can help your clients. Just show some cases. I think like you usually need to spend from 30 to 60 seconds on the first part when you explain people why they need to watch. It's almost like a hook on a short form, but it's not a 3 seconds. It's like from 15 seconds to 45-60 seconds. It is only time that you had to explain people why they need to watch. When you're talking about yourself and why they need to trust, it's also I think like 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, not so much, not big than that one. And then you get straight to the point. Then after second part, I usually prefer the method that I saw have to create predictable system for every content, even in a short form or long form. And he explained it like with cars when he wrote some different things on the cards, for example, hooks. Yeah, you can create 5 different hooks. One hooks with like numbers, one hooks with a social proof, one hooks with the name of the famous people in your niche or in the world. So it will be different hooks when you focusing on some one thing. And then you create 5 videos. In all of these 5 videos you have 5 different hooks. That also you can do on YouTube. You can just create 5 videos, and every time you don't use the same words explaining why the people watch these videos. You just trying in different ways, because you know this is a problem in our world with earning money. And if you don't want, like I said, to get in on 9-to-5 job, you want online business, I will be telling how you create your online business. And the second time you just change your perspective and say the straight to the point. If you already want to earn money in these videos, I will be show you how I'm going from that position to this second. Then you have 5 different types of first part. Then the second part, you also on one video you can focus only on your own achievements, how much you earned. On the second videos you can only focus on cases. This is Deema, this is somebody else, and then they do that because of me. And you can every time change, and that's what it will be given to you in real life. Then you will be go in this retention graph, and if you're watching on this retention graph, sometimes you have this drop, sometimes you have some peaks. On these videos we don't see a big peaks and drops, but on some videos, if you will be creating some parts, like real parts, like first minute part, second minute part, third 1 minute part, then you will be sometimes see like peaks goes up, peaks goes down, and then after every other videos you start to realize that, oh, this time the second part was great because everybody watched. Then on the second videos you see like you tried another type of teaching, yeah, and then you see like, oh, this time it's not work, I need to come back the previous one, it was better. And then you start to understand all the puzzles in the videos, how to do a great scripting. And you can also do the same on the short form, and that's how I like to structure the picture. And it will be perfect because you will be focusing on almost one type of format content, and you will be master it every time. If you will be change it all the time, from vlogs to why you live in UK to, I don't know, psychology or science, it's all different niche. It will be hard to understand what people want exactly in this niche. But when you focus on one type of format, you will be master it, you will be views increase slowly, but every time.
Focus on a repeatable format where we change a few variables so that I can then test exactly what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah, of course. And because you will be changing and improving your thumbnails, it's almost the most winning strategy. Because like we said, like usually, you know, if you just do like a hamster wheel, when you chaotic actions, when you don't know what you're doing, then you will be almost staying on one place. But when you focus on the one point and you just straight every time, punch in this point and just improve all of you will be improving thumbnails, titles, and scripting all the time. It will be, I can swear or bet all my money that after 6 months you will be had at least 5-10,000 on every videos, and it will be perfect for this kind of niche because it's, you don't need a lot of views, but it will be core data. And also we can come back to what I'm talking in the beginning about search bar. You can, when you will be deciding which topics you need to talk about, you can go and really focus what people usually search about our niche in the search bar. You know, so how you need to understand the thumbnail great or not. You just go here on every video that you want, open, go to the reach and see. First, you have a lot of reach, like 4,000, it's great one. It means that YouTube really trying to recommend you. Usually if you had like 200 or 300 impressions, it means YouTube even don't try to recommend you, or hundreds. But if you have 4, 5, 10,000 impressions, YouTube try. But then YouTube realize that your thumbnail and title is bad. So because of this is 3%, it's so low. And he then not starting to recommend it for more people. So if you will be change that to like 10%, 50%, I think like from the beginning, you need to focus and aim maybe 15 or 20%. It's your goal to aim in this point 15 or 20%. And then when impression will be increased for maybe 100,000 or 500,000, it will be, of course, this click-through rate will be goes down. Maybe for a 6-5%, but it will be like 500,000 here and 5% here, not like 4 and 3%. It's so low when it just starts. So from starting it will be 15, 20 and then goes down. It will be almost how it needs to be. And then you go to engagement. So you just create 3-4 videos, put them on YouTube. Don't think about it all about how many views they had and retention. Then come back after a couple days and watch on all videos about how much CTR they have and what peaks you have. For example, here you see it's a little peak here. It means that this part people likes more and this part they don't like. That's how you will be understand everything. And if you will really understand that from which moment part 1 start and end, but then part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, it will be start to easier to analyze. And then after 10 videos you saw, okay, these parts don't go as well, this, you just turn off these parts and put on this place the parts that work from other videos, and you can almost find the winning formula to create the videos. And then last things that we need to aim so fast, that also can I recommend to you, trying to maybe do a little bit wider video right now, because first what we need to do is to be a partner of YouTube. And like we mentioned before with you have only 2,600 valid public watch hours, and we need to 4,000. And if you will be right now focusing a lot on just ICP, it's too small. Maybe try to do a little bit wider, talking about in general if people want to earn money or just leave a job from 9 to 5. So basically go in the same direction, but for a little bit wider audience. It will be easier for us to gain more views and watch hours when we will be a partner of YouTube, and we will be solving the second problem for YouTube, not only bring people as long as possible on the platform and also earn money for him. It's really work like that. So on some, for example, if I open my channel, you will see how I did that, and usually people very shocked when I show them for that. So when you have a monetization, you will be see that one, like monetization is on the green coin, and also you don't need to have anytime the yellow coin. It means the advertisers don't like your videos, and they also all the time when you have a yellow coin reduce views all the time. And basically I'm also saw on your videos that you a lot of use copyright music. You need to take all the music from the websites like Epidemic Sound or Storyblogs, where you can find a lot of no copyright music, and just use that because for you it's necessary which music you use it, yeah. But when you have a copyright claim, YouTube also a little bit reduce the views. For us, we need to be like green like that. So you need to be like all the videos without any claims, without everything, all green. And then when you open that videos, this is a monetization part, you can manage ads slots, how many ads will be in your videos. And that's what ordinary people who never try to be a creator on YouTube, they didn't know that you can manage that, and they think that all the ads that they see that comes from YouTube. And what I did, usually I put a lot of ad slots. You see here, so it's only 25 minutes long, and this is almost 30 ads in that video. Or maybe sometimes I put 40 or 50 or even 100 ads. And what it means that YouTube never show people so much ads. You never saw a human who will be saying like, oh, in your videos I saw 50 ads. But when you do like only, for example, 3 ads, it means that it can be only 3 ads and no more than this. But when you put it like 30, it can be for some of the people maybe 5 ads, 6 ads, maybe 7 ads, depends on how they core audience for their advertiser or not. But if somebody watch not 3 ads or 6 ads, it means that this view gave you 2 times more money. And then YouTube every time will be choose you. So maybe some people will be saying, oh, it's a lot of ads in these videos, we don't care because YouTube earn more money. And then when he decided, for example, I will be doing the same content as you, but I have monetization, you don't have it, and I put a lot of ads inside every videos, YouTube choose me because earn him more money, yeah? Just because of that. That's why this is one of the first things that we need to solve it on our YouTube channels to be monetized. And then you will be doing like that in all your videos, you just put a lot of ads.
Super useful. The only other question I've got is very clear on the title and thumbnail, but tell me how I should be thinking about improving that in the short term with the videos that I've got so far, and then also with making the new ones.
To really understand fast, you need to change on some like first 5-10 videos, just trying to change everything. First videos, for example, can be when you, I don't know, wearing something strange and that's it. No, like not strange, I mean like, you know how some of the creators use their dress, for example, Narrow Knowledge, he has very recognizable pattern of his thumbnails because he every time with a whiteboard whiteboard, something maybe written on whiteboards, and this is hat, glasses, and his t-shirt. So he's very recognizable. So you can also find your way how you can be recognizable and try to test that it will be work for you or will be not, and then also put in some text and some, I don't know, emotions for our niche, because we have a serious niche. When you never need to use this is like kids pattern, somebody use it like when you like doing like so, you know, like you don't use it like that. You can be serious. And like I show you on this channel, it's perfect. He very also serious, but he creative with his thumbnails. That's what I wanted. And you also can try to do that. Just every time took a pictures when you see it in talking, and then maybe create some ideas. For example, if you're talking about how to go from rock bottom to 100k views, you can also just take a picture, put in Nano Banana Pro, and say like creating me on the rock bottom, and you will be sitting, I don't know, underground in a very big crap, how it calls.
Yeah.
It will be very creative to describing what inside the videos, yeah? And you can test it. If it doesn't work, you can go and find all your competitors. And you also will be seeing that all your competitors, some of them have pattern like that. Some of that, if we go to look, for example, to some whales in our industry, like Alex Hormozy, we can see his thumbnail, and he usually very simple also, but like that. And you can try like that, but I don't think that will be working for real, because I think like it's only working for Alex because he has already a very big loyal audience, yeah. But anyway, you can just go on the homepage, on you can find it's a lot of different how it can be. So here also like golden rule, like here TGR, money, and car, 3 composition layer on the thumbnail. It can be like that when you show something. For example, he's firing his paper with some rolling content, and or it can be like that if you see before and after. Before you was on your corporate job. So you need to be creative, and I can't say you what will be work exactly for you. But if you will be tested all the time on all videos, and you will be putting every videos, after 1 month, I can go on your channel and exactly say, oh, just forget about all of that. This working, and this working, and we will be focused on that, and that's all.
Incredible. And should I be making my thumbnails myself, or should I have a designer?
Oh, it's a very interesting question. In my life, I think like I one of the most versatile person who can even set up a OBS, set up a camera, lighting, do editing by my own, create a thumbnail by my own, directing, I don't know, even film in Hollywood, because I had a lot of employees before. So in my company, it was 100 employees when I ran in my company in Ukraine. So I had a lot of different departments. I have 15 editors. And what was interesting, sometimes I even just go in my editor's room when they all didn't, and then they show me what they got, and I said like, why you do like that? And then I just took the mouse and keyboards from him and just started editing by my own, because I don't like it. So and that's what I want to say, that usually if you want to really master it, some skill, first you need to master it by yourself. You can't because designer will be every time doing like from a perspective of designing, not from a perspective how it will be effective. You need to be effective, not quality, not like fancy design with a lot of slide, I don't know, and things like here, you know. It can be very simple. Like, for example, this guy, I know him, he just put in a very simple thumbnails. I don't like, but they work. For him, they work, because he just show what people's like, just simple text, him, graphics, and it works. He every time gains like in he's also crypto niche, but like every day, and he goes every day, and he has an average 20,000 views. It's a lot of for his niche. You need to find your way to how it will be. Maybe like that, maybe every time change. Some people have a very great views without anything, just hits their face, because they have a very great title and a lot of value in that videos. You need to master it by yourself first. You can use designer, but tell him what you want. Designer can be your hands, but what you want from him, you need to give him a lot of detail, like that. You can use a designer, but with Nano Banana Pro, it starts too simple to create your idea and just put a little bit text. It will be easier to do for yourself. Yeah, and also a title, the same things. You just can use some AIs and think about different perspective how you can build your title. It can be very very straight, it can be very wide, and then you also change and find your way.
Makes so useful. That makes a lot of sense.
You need just to master two things: the thumbnails and titles, and these puzzles with the scripts to find the winning formula on your format. And then 1 month, and we will come back and I will show you everything. If you not understand after 1 month, I will be understanding everything because I'm just looking at and analyze.
I look forward to it, bro. Thank you very much for that. I understand it well. I understand that I'm putting my time in the wrong place. All of my time has gone far too much towards making good videos and nowhere near towards getting the click. And that, like, the logic just makes so much sense to me. So that's my focus now. I'm going to go and think about some titles and thumbnails.
Open every videos. You have 171 videos. Open every videos and find which retention is better. And also you need to not just looking at percentage of the retentions. Yeah, because sometimes I show you like this is 37%, this is 20%. But sometimes you have 1 hour long videos. Sometimes you have a 6 minutes long videos. You need to focus how much minutes also in that videos. With minutes watch people average in that videos, it means that usually YouTube will be choosing the people who stay longer on YouTube, and that means they focusing on minutes. In some of the way of perspective, we can say that if you will be doing 7-hour long videos and people will be watching like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, it's really better for YouTube. But because it's 7-hour long, it's so low of retention graphics. When all retention is just in the beginning and then 6 hours with low retention, it's not so good. But when it's more in the middle, I mean, like when it's like more optimized, when it's a great amount of minutes, but also a great percentage videos we need to aim, you find all of them and change the thumbnails, because it can be bring you some thousands views on your channel without any effort. You just change thumbnails and that's it. Everybody who watching, you also already know what you need to do if you have channels like so, or if you don't start it, just start, because right now you need just to focus in on two things, like master your thumbnails, title, and retention. So I would like to have you on this video. See you next time on our session coach calls. Yeah.